Okay, so I know this is meant to be a race, but I think the goal for today is going to be getting through 6 miles without passing out because it's so hot. Alright, today's the day of my race for the uncanceled project. It's like 8 something. Here we are the day before the race. Ideally, I would have started this a couple hours earlier. I normally like to have my big race day meal as more of a late lunch, really early dinner, just so that my body can finish digesting and that I can sleep well and have that energy ready to go in the morning for the race. Anyway, I made a rice bowl. As you can see, we have sweet potatoes, Brussels sprouts, and broccoli. I also added onion later. I put the veggies on parchment paper and coated them with olive oil, salt and pepper, chili powder, garlic powder, and paprika. While the veggies were roasting, I started on the rice. I chose my favorite, which is jasmine rice. I just really love the taste. I added some diced rotisserie chicken, Kalamata olives, and oregano and basil. And that was my dinner. Later in the evening, I prepped my breakfast for the next morning. I already had some mango cut up, so I just added blueberries, yogurt, and honey, and then put it in the fridge until the morning, and in the morning I added the granola. Alright, today's the day of my race for the uncanceled project. It's like 8 something. I just realized I forgot my Apple Watch, so that's cool. Anyway, yeah, I wanted to get out here a little bit earlier than this, but I just could not get myself to fall asleep. Last night I tried to go to bed early, so like 11 p.m. instead of like 1 a.m. like I have been, but I just couldn't fall asleep, so I ended up sleeping in a little bit, but still to get out here pretty early because I live in Houston and it's hot. It's already like 80 something, I think, degrees, and then I'm sure it feels a lot hotter. So anyway, I'm at this small park. I'm gonna do just a little lap. I think it's like a third of a mile little loop here, and then cross the street to Buffalo Bayou and do my 10K. we go. Okay, so I know this is meant to be a race, but I think the goal for today is going to be getting through 6 miles without passing out because it's so hot. So I am gonna, when I need to, walk through the shade, even sit if I need to, because my well-being is more important than my time. Alright, just over a mile left. GoPro is basically dead. All I'm thinking about right now is the frozen vitamin water that is in my car. That's what's gonna get me through this mile. Well, that was rough, but clearly not impossible because I did it. So now, time to go home. I got my vitamin water, poured some regular water in it because it was so frozen. It's good to be in the air conditioning of the car. Made it home, gonna go in and shower and stretch and enjoy my Sunday. It's later in the evening and I just want to give a quick recap of this morning's run. The first mile, my legs were a little bit stiff, which is normal. Even though I did do a warm-up, maybe I could have warmed up a little bit more. But after the first mile, that stiffness went away and the only real issue I had was the heat. It was just really hot and I was just running out of steam real fast, and also ran out of water at one point, and that's really a problem when you're not allowed to use the drinking fountains because of COVID. So yeah, it was a little rough just trying to get back to my car and get the water from it. So I think for the longer runs I have coming up, I do need to make sure that I maybe hide some water bottles in some bushes ahead of time or something, or loop back to my car partway through, which I don't like to do because I like to have a different route the whole time. I don't like doing loops, but I think I'm just gonna have to do it because that's the only choice I have. The actual theme for this week for the Uncanceled project was community, and the colors were supposed to be green and yellow. So I actually had the wrong theme in mind for some reason when I picked out my outfit. So hopefully next week I'll get it right and I'm actually wearing the right colors. But when I take some time to reflect on that idea of community, I think for me, I look forward, like how can I be a more involved part of the communities that I'm a part of. So right now in Houston, I won't be here too much longer, but in the time I have left, how can I get more involved in my community here? And then when I do eventually move to Colorado, I want to make sure that I'm getting involved in that community right away, finding volunteer opportunities and just getting to know the people around me so that I can become a really effective, helpful, kind member of that community. And with that, that's pretty much all I have for this video. If you liked it, please don't forget to subscribe and hit the like button if you would like to see more videos like this one. Thanks again, and I'll see you in the next one.